A month ago, there was an issue in South Africa where the Afrikaans said, I think they call them Afrikaans or Afrikaners, that's the white people there, which are mixed of the French and Britons that came to their country to live in those days when in the 1800s they came to South Africa to live there, not to steal from South Africa. So they came nationalized there, and they believe that they built South Africa, and without them, South Africa would have been like the pictures we'd have seen, because now they have made a part of South Africa look super beautiful. So without them, South Africa would have been like the kind of village, like, you understand, setting you would have been seeing. That's what South Africa would have been like. So when, after the apartheid, Nelson Mandela was released from prison, and he came out and they decided to live together. Even though the Africans brought themselves together and started up a place in a location, they also, South Africans, the Black South Africans, decided to stay at bay, live their own, normal lives without having to come together with these people. So that was the case. But in a very funny way, this particular white South Africans could do business transactions with the blacks, but don't want the blacks to come to their area where they live that is to have their own businesses. So somebody who had this very beautiful resort, the fire gutted the place. So that was where the whole issue started. Now, you see, most times when South Africans come to insult Nigerians and Zimbabweans, because those are the two people they talk about, they insult, they disrespect. When they come to do all of this to them, I always feel pity for the Black South Africans. The reason I feel pity for them is because they don't understand what is going on in their country. Because if the Africans can say that they are Africans, they don't call themselves South Africans, they call themselves Africans or Afrikaner, whatever it is they call themselves. They said that South Africa belongs to them. They see the Black South Africans as visitors because they feel that 98% of the development in South Africa was done by them. They made South Africa to look like the beautiful place you are seeing today, while they would have made South Africa to be like all those, huts, all those bacha houses, all those kind of, houses that look like the 1800s, because they still have those places like Lusikisiki community, even Durban, that is supposed to be one of the eyebrow areas. It's very, very scruffy, dirty. Like, somebody came to my comments to say, oh, the reason I'm having a running nose is because Nigeria is dusty. How is it dusty? I haven't even left my house for 2 days. And we've had light. Even as I speak to you, we have light. When Nigerians go on social media to say, oh, we don't have light in my place, it's like saying in Durban, like a section of Durban don't have light, some other places have light. So you cannot generally say the whole of Nigeria don't have light. Even the whole of Nigeria don't have light, we believe we should have enough light, enough electricity. And sometimes I don't blame those of you who come to say these things. You have never been to Nigeria. You don't even know. The person who did the research I'm talking about had been to South Africa, so he understands. And most times when he wants to talk about South Africa, he will tell them, oh, pardon me, let me say this thing, because he knows they will definitely come for him. Their stock in trade. Now the thing is, because white South Africans know their onions, they understand that they own the place. I told you a mix of the people that made up the Africans. And they patronize themselves. Like an African or African, they call them, will not be doing maybe a building and invite a Black South Africans to work for them. They will call his own community to work for him. That's how they live their life. So I feel that it's out of frustration that the South Africans will always come to fight Nigerians and Zimbabweans. Because each time I understand, like somebody dropped on my comment and said, have you ever seen a man bring somebody to their house or something, a visitor come to their house, and they want them to attend their family meeting? you see, I understand where they are coming from. You know, their brains have been so stereotyped to think that, oh, because the Afrikaners came to take over their land in the 1800s, it means that Nigerians and Zimbabweans have also come to take over. I understand. So they are still living in that fear. They are still living in that fear. So that's the main reason that even their businesses are being burnt down. The reason they are burning their businesses is to kick them out of South Africa. Because they know that by the time they strip them of everything they have, the resort, they are manning, maybe the resort is a natural resort where they made it for people to come. Like, you know how when you have, God has blessed you with natural resource, you now go there to make a place like your business so that when investors or tourists come in, they can stay there and pay you a fine, right? Pay you some money. So this is the case where South Africans are tired and do not want people to come to their country again to take them, to put them in bondage. So this is the reason why whenever they see anybody coming, they are scared the person is coming to take over their country. They are, saying unkind things to the person. They are disrespectful. They call the people names. I understand. But the truth is, Nigerians are not up to 200 in your country. The Nigerians in your country are not up to 200. So how would a country that is a people who are not up to 200 will now take over your land? The guy said he doesn't want a repeat of apartheid. This particular guy who was talking about making the illustration, how can somebody that comes to your house now begin to attend family meetings? I understand the fear, but please, the hate on Nigeria from South Africa is becoming too much. And I like the fact that Nigerian government will keep quiet until it becomes out of hand before they speak up. If your president has issues with a DA leader against how he partners with the Russian government, we haven't gone to you to say any of those things. Go and meet your DA leader. I've always said, the only person you have who has your interest, you the black South Africans, in his heart is Julius Malema. And it's high time you all went behind that man to support him, to ensure that he gave you back what is rightfully yours. The man dropped that comment and I said, oh yeah, it kind of tallied with the video I'm currently making, which is not this video. They are afraid. Nigerians are a very strong people. Okay, when I did a video and talked about how South Africans reacted to the Nigerian woman who is a prime minister or about to become a prime minister in the UK, somebody dropped on the comment and said, this can never happen in South Africa because South Africans would want to ask you where you are from, even your grandparents where they are from. But in the UK, anybody can be prime minister. You understand? So I just did this video to say, please, South Africans, black South Africans, you are the one. Have you ever sat down to ask yourself, why are we the blacks always coming out to fight for South Africa? What the white that are enjoying all the privileges, they don't come out. They don't talk about it. But you see, they are burning down your businesses. And you are not seeing anything in it. You have not made a video to condemn it. It's only those who are seeing your pain, your plight, who think you are suffering, because you are not suffering. We don't see it as you are suffering. Because I feel that even when you come on social media, bombarding people, disrespecting people, it's as a result of the pain you are feeling in your own country. Because the country where people relocated to come and meet you, they now claim it as theirs. Why you have become a fourth class citizen, not even a third class or second class. You are now a third, a fifth, or a sixth class citizen. I understand why you people are so much in pain. And my heart goes out to you. Take heart, South Africans. My heart goes out to you. So somebody dropped and said, oh, you are talking about Chidema law degree. Somebody who is a law student, a final year student, will not have a certificate. But you remembered it was your people that came to drop that. And I was only responding to them. And I said, if, when the word if is used, it's a conditional statement, meaning that if this person had graduated and had been given a law certificate, it can never be revoked. Because every university has its rules and regulations for a certificate to be revoked. So I know some of you South Africans don't understand English, but please, when you want to watch my video, leave the title, go into the video, watch it very well so that you can make sensible contribution, so that people don't laugh at you. because we are not going to take it easy on you.